What's cooking good looking? It's the tallest man on the internet here, the actively antisocial Lord Lapis. And I'm old enough to remember reading the Bleach manga week to week, month to month. I remember completely jumping out of my chair every time a new Bankai was released or Ichigo got a new power-up, and when the manga ended, the entire community kind of understood, like, it was rushed, it could have been way better, whatever it is what it is, right? But then, we got blessed with the return of the anime, something I'd been calling behind the scenes before my YouTube channels for literally years. Bleach TYBW Blood War was gonna fix everything that the manga effed up on, man. That's what we were all hoping, at least. And I think, as a long-term, like 2-decade Bleach fan, I actually think it really, really has. But I do have some nitpicks, and that's the whole point of this video. I'm Lord Lapis, 2 L's in Lapis. Please drop a like and a sub. Let's hit that intro. So right off the bat, I need to say that Bleach the Thousand Year Blood War is an amazing adaptation of one of the big 3 shonen manga, being Bleach. It really is good. It really is, guys. The things I like about it far outweigh the things that I dislike, but this is a YouTube video, and on YouTube, it seems to me that people like negative things more than positive things, so let's bash on the things that I don't like about it. Okay, so right off rip, the immediate thing I noticed, because I just rewatched JJK Season 3 like 2 or 3 weeks ago, the color scaling and like the color grading in the Thousand Year Blood War is weird as hell, man. It's weird as hell. Think back to literally the first core of, like, you know, the Thousand Year Blood War. The way the Quincy's work, like they come out of the shadows and like they surround everything in shadows, which is, it's cool in theory. It looked awesome in the manga because everything was dark and well, you know, dimly lit and things like that. But in the anime, it just results in literally every single scene is just red. There's no sky. Look back. For everyone watching this video, think I'm bullshitting. Look back, dude. Everything before going to like the Soul King's palace, there is no sky. 3 whole cores. It's like 30 episodes. There's no sky. There's no ambient light or anything like that. It's just a dim maroon hue of just haze, and it's off-putting as hell, man. And like, they do nail the hell out of the coloring a lot, as well as the animation, but we'll get into that. The coloring is like really good sometimes. Like whenever the Quincy's use their the Volstandig or whatever, the Bankai, most recently in my head, Kisuke's Bankai was drawn so well in the anime, dude. It really kicked ass, you know? And they have awesome times like that. Or the times where you're in like Mayuri's lab in like Squad 12 and it's just super bright and vibrant, right? And then they go outside and it's like this terrible, depressing, dim bullcrap. Which I get, for the manga, it's really well in the manga, like it makes sense. But in like the anime means, it's not easy on the eyes is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so next up, we have the music. For my humble opinion, someone who has binged every episode of the original Bleach, filler and all, I love it. It's one of my top 5 anime. I've seen it a billion times. The music in this reboot, the Thousand Year Blood War, it blows, bro. It blows. There's not a single memorable, like, new anime original track. Not a single one of the intros slap. That's really frustrating, because Bleach has really good intros. Not a single intro slaps. Not a single outro slaps. The only outro that slapped was the one that showed the original squad, you know, the original like 12 Gote captains or whatever. And even then, it's like that was only once, and it was a bunch of still frames. Like, the music is so lacking, dude. And the music that is good, it's just like a retread of the original Bleach soundtrack. No, now you feel like number one, like that. You know, it is nothing good. Which is so disappointing, because Bleach was one of those series, like when the music kicked in, man, it gave you goosebumps. Like, think back to when Ichigo was fighting Grimmjow and Waco Mundo, and freaking Ichigo uses his mask when he's not supposed to, and the music swells up, and Orihime's all scared, and Grimmjow's like, oh, now it's getting serious. Like, the music was crazy. There's none of that in the series. Which is disappointing, because we got characters like, you know, Zaraki, and you know, you go on Bankai and the music just isn't up to par. Really quick, guys, if you made it this far, if you're enjoying this video, please drop a like and a sub. I'm a brand new channel, 0 subscribers, but I'm dropping weekly, daily anime long form content, so please Check it out. Also, check me out on Twitch at Lord_Lapis. We're playing a lot of Overwatch, Black Ops 2, a lot of GTA, Dead by Daylight. We play a lot of stuff, man. So be sure to tap in over there at Lord_Lapis, 2 L's and Lapis. So back to the video. Now, something that I'm sure will get me some hate in the Bleach community for saying. I know I shouldn't say it, but I'm going to. I have hated Orihime since the very first episode of Bleach. I hated Orihime during the initial Soul Reaper arc. I hated Orihime during the Waco Mundo arc. I hated Orihime during the Fullbringer arc. I hated it when I found out she married Ichigo instead of Rukia. I hate Orihime during the 1,000-Year Blood War. I hate Orihime. And that's not the fault of the anime. I know I'm cheating here, but like, yo, I hate her so much. I hate her so much. In the newest episode, she gets stabbed in the chest, and I'm just like jumping in my room, like, yes, thank God, finally, ah. Okay, let's end up cheating with that one. Let's do a real one. The Bankai. Now, with a combination of the things that I said earlier, the Bankai can feel a little underwhelming. Some of them, at least. I thought Shunsui's Bankai was going to absolutely blow my mind in a way that has never been blown. It wasn't until he used it that I realized when he uses his Bankai, it's all like shadows and shit, right? Yeah, well, we've been fighting the Quincy's for the past 4 years. All they do is shadows. It was kind of boring at the beginning. You know, I was a little underwhelmed. You could have compensated with some cool visuals, which there were some okay visuals, and some awesome music, which we know they didn't do. And then we have Hitsugaya's Bankai when he's like an adult or whatever. Completely missed opportunity, dude. Like seriously, they just kind of had some like snow and mist clear. And I mean, I know that's how it was in the manga, but as the anime, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's make it extravagant. Let's make it crazy, you know? Kisuke's Bankai fight with Askin. I loved the look of Kisuke's Bankai, but the fight was just, I don't know. It just felt like it was directed the way a 2013 Bleach Fullbringer arc fight would. Maybe the problem is there was no fluidity with it. I don't know, but every time I rewatch Kisuke versus Askin, I'm just sitting here like, it could be better, you know? Kenpachi's Bankai is like the newest one to have been, you know, shown in the anime or whatever. And again, I'm underwhelmed. You know, they gave Kenpachi this maroon blood-stained skin like in the manga. Again, the entire background of every episode is maroon, so it's like, dude, this is stupid, you know? I don't know, I feel like that one anime-only scene of Yowatch destroying Bazby's castle and all his people was literally like the coolest scene out of all 4 cores of the 1,000-Year Blood War. And what a surprise! It had its own original music, its own amazing, like, somber lighting with the moonlight in the background, and it was animated greatly, and like barely anybody talked. It was great, man. I don't know, I'm not asking for much. Did I leave anything out of the video, guys? Was anybody upset about the video? Did anybody even give a crap? Let me know down below in the comments. Let me know if it was a W or an L. We're trying to make it work, man. We're on the way to just literally 1 single subscriber, you know? So please check out the anime playlist. It's full of more than like 25 videos at this point. And be sure to check me out on Twitch at Lord_Lapis, 2 L's in Lapis. We play a lot of Black Ops 2, Overwatch, Dead by Daylight, GTA, all the good stuff. So please go tap in. With all that said, let's drop that outro.